It's me, it's the GOC. Welcome back to Chaos Corner here at the lounge in Chaos headquarters. We are live to tape reviewing last night's AEW Dynamite. And let me tell you, what a show it was last night at Fight for the Champions. At least I think that's what it was called. Thanks for being here. Follow me on all social media platforms. You know what they are. At Big Daddy GOC on Twitter. And the GOC stands for the Guardian of Chaos. On Instagram, it's the Guardian of Chaos. On Facebook, there's two accounts. That's right, there's two. J Brony and Prodigio Fidelis El Guardian. And of course, here on the mothership, Guardian of Chaos on YouTube. Follow me on Gitter, Gab, Truth Social, Rumble. I cover it all in the IWC. One man, unique, unscripted, unedited. That's what you get here. Reality TV, a TV series, a podcast, a show, whatever it is that you want to call it. I have the Java, and I'm ready to start things off on AEW Dynamite. MJF, the AEW World Heavyweight Champion with the ring, along with the title, is in the ring right now, taking on Konosuke Takeshita, whatever you want to call it, Takeshita, whatever you want to say. This is gonna be, as the kids say, a banger. I watched it last night live. Everybody put out their reports last night. Everybody from JD and Jesse from Off the Script. Of course, the OG, Don Tony, Sean Ross Sapp, Brian Alvarez, Dave Meltzer. Everybody and their brother and their mother was on last night, late, covering AEW Dynamite live. Well, I'm here, live to tape, on Thursday, to cover what was an incredible show. So sit back, relax. We're going to go match to match, and we're going to put this right up on YouTube. Leave a comment. Put us in the algorithm. Hit that like button and subscribe. AEW Dynamite. The GOC. And coffee. Here we go. Back from all the other social media platforms here on Guardian of Chaos YouTube. It's MJF and Takeshita for the AEW Heavyweight Championship. Now MJF is putting out his hand, and they actually shake, and then a big boot to the midsection by MJF. What a way to start. Talk about classic heels. It doesn't get much better than MJF. Misses with the clothesline, reverse clothesline, and a big elbow, spinning elbow off the ropes from Takeshita. I don't want to get too crazy here. We don't want to get nuts, but this was one heck of a card last night. Takeshita on top of MJF in the corner, and the crowd there in El Paso, Texas. 1, 2, 3, 4. This was a good night. So I'm going to recap a little bit. MJF with the old high sign there to the crowd, and then a high knee lift by Takeshita. So thanks for being here live to tape. I haven't done a live to tape reaction for AEW Dynamite in quite some time. It's been about a month since I've gotten back to the AEW Dynamite. So we're live to tape, but not live from last night on Wednesday because it's Thursday morning, and you know what that means. This was, as I review from last night, watching it live and then re-watching it here this morning and putting it out to you guys, it really was quite the show last night. AEW over these last, what do you want to say, maybe 3 weeks? 4 weeks, have really been putting out some unbelievable matchups and some unbelievable matches. Now, to start off AEW Dynamite with MJF defending the World Heavyweight title against Takeshita, I mean, this really was something that I believe is going to pop the ratings. Especially, we know that the lead-in from the Big Bang Theory, I mean, who knew the Big Bang, right? It always usually starts the opening match with about 1 million, maybe a little bit more, and that's where AEW has been trending. So it'll be interesting as later on today, when the ratings come out, to see what MJF did. A beautiful maneuver into a modified DDT by MJF. Here's the cover. Only a 2, but what a maneuver. He had him hooked. Was actually on the hips of Takeshita. Beautiful into a DDT by MJF. Now he's biting him. And I've been covering the WWF and old school, from the peacock to cock, if you will, on the network. And it seems to be the running theme back in the 70s was everybody biting. And here we are in 2023, and it's the same thing. We have to look forward to later on tonight an unbelievable matchup. And I'm not going to give it away, even though you saw it. The Bryan Danielson match was a bloody, bloody mess. So we will talk over that. Oh, beautiful suplex by Takeshita into MJF, into the ring post. Actually, the corner, the turnbuckle. Selling that left elbow, Takeshita, from the moves. We have Sockface, a.k.a. Excalibur, my man Taz, and Tony Schiavone in the booth. Big boot to the jib by Takeshita. Cross side, another boot to the jib by MJF, who's in the corner taking these big boots from Takeshita. Far side one more time. Goes for the third. Telegraphs it. MJF with the schoolboy, with the roll-up. Only a 2 count. The crowd last night was very hot in Texas, El Paso. Well, El Paso, Texas, isn't it? I guess it could be Texas, El Paso, depending on where you come from. Beautiful vertical suplex by Takeshita on MJF. Here's the cover. Doesn't hook the leg. Only gets a 2 count. If I was ringside, my 3+ decades as a pro wrestling manager, you guys know that, including my home now at Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling, hook the leg. Hook the fucking leg. You're not going to pin somebody this caliber without hooking the leg. It's nice to not only not do this live, but to do it when everyone else was doing it last night. And look, in the corner, Takeshita on the top rope doing the tribute to Eddie Guerrero when it hits the 5-star frog splash. Here's the cover. Only a 2 count. Whoa, a little machismo from Takeshita. Who knew? The Japanese and the Mexican culture, right? Here in the good old USA. You can see that I'm pumped up for this. It doesn't get much better now, does it? To be here, I'll say that to say this because I tell it like it is. Don't go anywhere because we're going to cover most of the matches from AEW Dynamite last night. What a way to start, as I said. Beautiful rollover by MJF holding on to the elbow lock and the wrist lock. Beautiful tilt-a-whirl. MJF picks him up, holds Takeshita. He's going to reversal by Takeshita. Is he going into the pile driver? Boom, there it is. Here's the pin. Here's the cover. No, no. Takeshita picks him back up and a real barrel over the top. Into a suplex. Takeshita is the fastest rising, growing star in the AEW Dynamite roster right now. He has to be. Look at how quickly this guy has moved up. A little slow on the running knee there. Still selling that left arm, Takeshita, and MJF rolls out of the ring to gain his wits, to get his faculties. What I would tell my guys under my tutelage if I was out there ringside. MJF still outside the ring. Takeshita. Tope Suicida over the side, misses, and MJF rolls inside. I'll tell you, what a way to start off. And again, it's going to be interesting to see the ratings. We're always talking about ratings and what leads in from the Big Bang Theory. And the second matchup was the Jamie Hayter matchup, who I really become a big fan of, the AEW Women's Champion. One of these times, it's going to lead off with a women's match. And let's see if they keep that 1 million ranking coming in from Big Bang. Everyone likes to talk about oh, MJF gets posted. Nice reversal by Takeshita on the outside. MJF head first into the ring post. Takeshita rolls him back into the ring. A lot of people talk about MJF. Oh, he's not that great in the ring. He's not that great of a worker. I don't know what the fuck you're watching. You know his background from high school and from college. The kid is a worker. What is he? 25 years old? 26 years old at the most? You remember him with the Dynasty with Hammerstone and Holiday? I mean, does it get much better? Takeshita, high risk on the top rope. Oh! MJF on the ropes, breaking it up. And that's my nutcracker as Takeshita goes nut first into the ring post. The turnbuckle. Cut me some slack here. It's early in the morning. Both men on the top rope. MJF behind Takeshita. What's going to happen here? Top rope. High risk maneuver by MJF. Takeshita trying to fight it back here. AEW Dynamite here on Chaos Corner. Big clothesline, turns MJF inside out, but he lands on his feet. Super kick to Takeshita by MJF. Far side. Takeshita with a big clothesline. Back and forth. Reversal with the elbow, the forearm shiver. Oh, and a big clothesline by Takeshita. Turns MJF inside out. Listen to the crowd. I don't know if you can hear them. We don't want any copyright strikes here. I know I'm a little animated this morning, but it's early, and I'm coming off a hot show for AEW Dynamite. So, I'm amped up. What a series of maneuvers. Top line clothesline by Takeshita. Over goes MJF. He lands on his feet. Super kick to Takeshita. Takeshita comes back with the elbow and the clothesline. 2 count. Oh, and back into the salt of the earth. He's got it cranked in. He's leaning it in, MJF. I don't know why they call it the salt of the earth. Now he's biting his fingers. I don't know why they call it the salt of the earth. It's a regular arm bar, a tap-out maneuver. Roll up by Takeshita, only a 2 count. And then here comes MJF, tosses him outside the ring. Takeshita over the side, somersault, lands on top of MJF. What a maneuver by Takeshita. Wow. Rolls MJF back inside the ring. This has been fast and furious. To even call this match has been hectic with the maneuvers back and forth. This is for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. Well, let that sink in as the opening bout. Go back on the channel here on Guardian of Chaos on YouTube. I have hundreds, thousands of videos of my career and of all the guys that I've worked with. And of course, the live WWE, AEW, New Japan, MLW, Ring of Honor, Impact, NWA. I cover it all in the IWC. So come back to the channel, and especially the rest. I'm confused as a baby at Hooters. You get that? Especially the retro reviews on the station from 1975, 76. Go back to that era of the old school, and you will see the difference in the crowds and the work and everything in between here on the channel. You're not going to want to miss it. And MJF with a big boot to the jib on Takeshita as he's trying to get back in the ring. Uses the referee for a distraction. MJF is the perfect heel at this time in 2023. Those beautiful knees to the back of the shoulder blade and the left arm of Takeshita as MJF just laying down those knees. Setting him up. Setting up Takeshita. Oh, goes for the big knee drop and misses. Takeshita rolls out of the way. Trying to exchange rights and lefts right now. Rights to the jib by Takeshita and MJF. Big forearm shivers. Listen to the crowd. Taz, Excalibur, Shivani, and yours truly on the call here at AEW Dynamite. From El Paso, Texas. Misses with the clothesline. Both men off the ropes. Oh, big power slam onto the knee by MJF on Takeshita. And MJF looks like he got it at least as much as Takeshita did. And see, Taz, Shivani, Excalibur. I'm a day ahead of you guys. You get it, right? This should be, well, that's another story for another time. Crowd hot, opening up here. AEW Dynamite. Chaos Corner. With the GOC. I mean, that's me. A beautiful sit-out by Takeshita. Here's the cover. Almost a 3 count. Listen to the fans. I don't know if you guys could hear it. I want to keep the sound down. A beautiful flying knee delivered by Takeshita on MJF. And again, here's the cover. MJF, talk about ring awareness, ring positioning. Puts his foot on the bottom rope. Breaks up the count. Fantastic. That's ring awareness. That's generalship. That's being savvy. That's being a veteran and knowing where you are. And when I was at ringside as a manager, that's how you set up your worker to not get pinned. Use everything to your advantage. Takeshita playing to the crowd right now. MJF sprawled out in the middle of the ring. Not quite sure what you're doing. Going to the top rope. Middle rope. Springboard. Oh, wait. And he couldn't do it. Here's the second try. Beautiful moonsault, somersault. And here it is. He misses. MJF into the salt of the earth. Here's the lock. Come on, it's a beautiful arm lock. Bending it all the way back. Is he going to tap? This is it. MJF has really got it cranked in, cranking it back. Takeshita looks like he's going to make it to the ropes. Is he going to make it to the ropes? Will he make it to the ropes this time? You guys know what happened, right? And if you don't, you know now. MJF still has a Takeshita trying to inch his way over to the ropes. AEW Dynamite. MJF, Takeshita for the World Championship. Now MJF pulls him out to the middle of the ring and applies the salt of the earth again. The arm bar, the arm lock. And there it is. Takeshita taps to MJF. Holy shit, what a matchup. And MJF's not letting go. Finally lets it go. And there it is, your opening bout for AEW Dynamite. MJF defends the BBB, the heavyweight title against Takeshita. What a match. If I had to grade it 0 to 10, I'll give it a solid 8. A solid 8 for this matchup. MJF in the ring, holding the championship. Excellent match to open up AEW Dynamite. Now let's see what happens here. He's going back and forth with the ref. The ref is giving him the ring now. And then he hits the ref with the ring. And he's setting up Takeshita. And hits Takeshita with the ring. The Dynamite Diamond Ring, baby. And you could hear the crowd as MJF's on the top rope. He just laid out the referee and Takeshita with the Dynamite Diamond Ring, defending the AEW heavyweight title. And he's putting the ring back in his trunks. Wait, and he's on top of Takeshita. Raining down the fist. Takeshita is busted open. Here's the music. Somebody's coming out. Who's coming out? MJF's grabbing the belt, and here comes Bryan Danielson. Here comes the American Dragon to break it up and defend Takeshita. MJF gimping, limping, bimping, pimping off. Danielson's in the ring right now with Takeshita, the American Dragon. And there goes MJF up the ramp with the title. This sets up for Revolution. Revolution in March is going to be unbelievable. Fans, the opening bout for AEW Dynamite, MJF and Takeshita. MJF retains. Don't go anywhere. Come on back. AEW Dynamite with the GOC. That's me. I mean, does it get better than this? Come on. I'm not going anywhere.